All right, my people, how are you? I say that so gently and loving because this week's about to be really wild, right? So, this week, we're entering week 9. And again, I told you guys, it's so wild. Your weeks are literally aligning with the astrological movement, like to a T, like scary. And then on top of it, right, we're entering this week full moon lunar eclipse, which is wild, right? So first of all, what does the number 9 really mean? The number 9 is all about ending cycles. It's like reading the book and understanding why the ending is the way it's ending, right? We call it like the abuelita number. Like we call it the grandmother number because it's like the wise number that has all the answers from living all the cycles and the experiences. And the beauty of this is that we're entering full moon. And so for those that don't remember, the difference between new moon, full moon is about retiring old self. So it could be old patterns. It could be old triggers. It could be old fears, right? Old things that are like keeping us stuck in the old self, right? And why is that? So that we can step into new moon, newer versions of the self. This full moon specifically, very karmic, and it's literally so integrated in limiting beliefs. Like the way that this full moon is astrologically shaping is very, very deeply connected with that. And then we have lunar eclipse, right? Lunar eclipse is like snip, snip, right? But before it can just like cut things, it has to make sure you're ready. So you're going to be tested. There's going to be a lot of things brought to the face, right? So like, for example, if I say like, oh, I'm this, God is manifesting all this money, and right, it's going to like kind of drop in a bunch of financial insecurities, or right. So famously, because this is very about karmic, but in relationships, like it's very heavy. So, and remember, karmic relationships don't live just in love. Like they live within family, within friendships, within connections, right? If you show me your relationship to, friends, I could probably guarantee what your love relationships also look like. And what, maybe relationships to old parent wounds are like. So remember, these are all tied together. So it's very important to acknowledge like the connections that you have all week long, like not necessarily new, but maybe that are existing or that are coming back around, or that are just at the surface of your face. So, with all of this being said, right, you need to go into this week, first of all, gently and loving. You have to do this gently and loving. There's no such thing as pushing through this masculine, right? There's a lot of feminine power in this practice. This week is the ultimate test. So don't take it lightly and take it seriously. One thing that we're going to do is this really special meditation I'm going to create. I'm purposely sending everything out only on the days I want you guys to do them. Okay? So you're actually not really going to do a yoga practice. And the reason why that is because this is literally the week where you go within. So I don't want you to go without. I don't want you to physically express and practice. If you feel that urge, by all means, practice. You have the yin class and you have 2 different flow classes to pick from. Use those 3 to 4 classes as you want. The meditation I'm having you do is very strong. It's very emotional, and it is like very deep in energy. Because of that, it's too much to combine it with yoga. And I want you guys to find the art of still, because that's what the abuelita does. She doesn't physically practice, right? She's still, and she goes within, right? She goes within to seek that wisdom. I want you guys to practice that week. Your morning routine right now is going to be of the essence. Your morning routine has to be self-regulated. No jumping out of bed and doing 140 things. I need you guys to have a self-regulating practice. I want you to bring back the mirror meditation again. Why is that? Because your outer world is about to like expedite hard all week. I need you to connect within all week long. So this meditation is going to be a very long, it's going to be a much longer meditation. There's no music in the background. It's silence. It's my voice. You're following it. I need you guys to journal after without a doubt, because I need to know and I want to see, and I need you guys to fully express it and release it and let it out, what you experience in that meditation, right? What comes up for you, because this meditation, and I'm going to teach you guys about, I'm going to give a quick lesson before I just jump into it. But the idea is I'm forcing you to release control in it, which is kind of crazy because really that's how meditation always should be. But what we end up always doing is forcing ourselves to like control the meditation or control the manifestation. This is literally going to force you to let it, like the divine just like bring it into you. Anyways, so the meditation, really important. Morning routine, mirror meditation every single day. Brush your tooth with the opposite hand. Then I'm going to send the full moon meditation. That is to only be done the day of the full moon, which is Friday. Do the full moon meditation. This is about meditation inward this week. So I know we've been expressing outward. We're going to go really, really deep in. I want you guys all week long to really take evaluation. This is about manifestation, limiting beliefs. So let's talk about fear, right? On the other side of fear is a lot of magic. On the other side of fear is a lot of excitement. The idea is that your fears are a nucleus for everything around you, right? So if I have a fear of self-worth, if I have a fear of not being good enough, it is going to echo in my work. It's going to echo in my friendships. It's going to echo in my love relationships. It's going to echo into literally every aspect of my life, because there's just this overbearing fear of not being good enough that I have. So it's going to play at all aspects of my life. So what is going to happen this week? I'm going to be presented with people, with friendships, with work situations, with love relationships, like everything that's going to test if I'm ready to level up. So I hope you want it bad enough, because this week can be so powerful. A lot of people are scared of like eclipse. Don't be. That's perfect. If the universe is ready to clip things out, let it clip things out, okay? This full moon, right, is a Virgo one, right? I'm a Virgo. Well, I'm a Virgo Leo, but I'm a Virgo mostly. Virgos are grounded. They're very grounded, so I want you to say grounded, but here's the thing. Us Virgos are very in control. We have so much desire to control, right? And what happens when you control? You squeeze it until it breaks, it pops, it explodes. So I want you to take a step back, okay? Do not control this week. Do not, this is the week to surrender. This is a week where all measures are going to be tested, right? As you release things, the universe is going to feel that. It's going to want to make sure that you're ready, right? So I'm purposely keeping this video nice and short because your meditation is going to be very long, okay? And then you also have a full moon meditation. So you have two very heavy duty meditations. And of course, if you guys want, practice the yoga classes. Thank you all for giving me the things that you want to dissolve, because it helps me. And it's really beautiful, because what you guys don't know is that you all privately send them to me. You all are working on the same things, and it's so divine and it's so beautiful. And you wouldn't be doing this if you weren't meant to be doing this, and you weren't like all in this perfect collective. And so it's an honor to watch, because you are like doing the right thing. The right things are going to happen. And so no matter what happens this week, even when it's hard, stick to your breath, right? Find your breath. Control your emotions through your breath. That is where I'm going to leave it for this week. You guys are going to see. You're going to be like, wow, this is one of her shorter ones. You will see why. I promise you will see why. This week is, I'm not going to pretend that this week is going to be like all sunshine and rainbows. But the harder weeks, the big trial and errors, that's where the magic is. I'm really proud of all of you guys for the work and everything you've put in so far. It's been astonishing to watch, because when you can change personality and perspective, that is a spiritual experience right there. that is when you allow spirituality into your life, and it just continues to grow and it continues to get bigger. And honestly, in just 9 weeks, you all have floored me in astronomical ways. So with that being said, please don't walk into this with fear, right? Be excited, because fear and excitement are actually the same emotion. We are just, as humans, trained to think that excitement is fear because it keeps us very controlled. So go into this whole week with excitement. Go into this week with freaking pride in all the work you just did in the past 9 weeks, because what you're going to do this week, the spiritual work you're going to do this week, is going to be astronomical. It's okay, guys. I'll say it again. It's okay to be freaking emotional. It's okay that you're going to want to cry, that you're going to scream, you're going to feel angry, whatever. I want you guys to talk about those emotions, though. You're going to see in the meditation I'm going to bring up that emotion. I'm doing it on purpose. Just flow this week, okay? Our group chat, keep it active, right? We're all in this collective conscious, so I guarantee somebody else is going through the same thing. And it's so important that you guys mention these things. So, as always, I love you all deeply. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Release it. Inhale. Exhale, sink it in. Inhale. And be so excited for this week, because this is a week where everything's going to change, without a doubt. So I love you all. I'm so proud of you. Get ready for me to send out meditations and a lot of fun things. I'm purposely not sending you things until it's time to do so. Mwah.